There comes a moment in every man's life when he looks in the mirror and feels something deep within him whisper, "This is not who I'm supposed to be." That moment, though silent and invisible to the world, can spark a fire powerful enough to change the course of your entire destiny. Maybe you're stuck in a cycle, chasing cheap dopamine, broke, distracted, and disconnected from who you truly are. Or maybe you've tried to change before, only to fall back into the same patterns. But here's the truth. No matter where you're starting from, whether you're heartbroken, broke, addicted to bad habits, or just feeling lost, you can become unstoppable. You can build your dream life from scratch. You can attract the woman of your dreams, create a thriving business, become fit, rich, wise, spiritually grounded, and mentally unbreakable. This is not motivational fluff. This is a path, a blueprint, and every step you need is within reach, if you're willing to change from the inside out. Stick around until the end to find out how. The problem is not that you're incapable or unlucky. The problem is that you're trapped in a self-image that no longer serves you. You keep repeating the same actions because you keep believing the same story about who you are. Maybe you tell yourself that you're not disciplined or not good with women, or that you weren't born with the talents that others have. But all of that is a lie, one that's been built slowly over time through repeated failures, fears, and limiting beliefs. Your habits have created your prison. Every time you watch something that drains your energy, every time you procrastinate, every time you avoid doing the hard thing, you reinforce a version of yourself that is weaker than the one you were born to become. You were not created to be average. You were born with the potential to become a powerful, disciplined, focused, high-value man. But potential means nothing without transformation. And transformation begins with pain, the pain of seeing your true situation clearly. Let's begin with the foundation: semen retention. If you can control your sexual energy, you can control your life. Your life force is your creative power. It's the fuel for your brain, your drive, your ambition, and your spiritual clarity. When you release that energy constantly for temporary pleasure, you rob yourself of your own greatness. Completing 120 days of semen retention is not just about holding back. It's about redirecting that energy into your mission, your body, your mind, and your future. The first 30 days are the hardest. Your brain will try to tempt you back into your old ways. You will feel urges, mood swings, and moments of doubt. But if you hold the line, something shifts. Around day 45, your focus sharpens. Around day 60, your confidence grows. Around day 90, your presence becomes magnetic. By day 120, you'll walk into a room and people will feel your energy before you say a word. You will attract not just women, but respect, clarity, and vision. Semen retention is not a magic trick. It's a discipline, a battle against your lower nature, and it unlocks everything else in your life. Now let's talk about building a successful business. Most people think you need money, connections, or a brilliant idea. But what you really need is conviction and consistency. Every successful entrepreneur started with just one thing: belief. Belief that they could create value and improve the lives of others. Your business is an extension of your purpose. It should be something that solves a problem, inspires people, or gives them something they deeply need. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start with what you have. Learn skills. Learn how to market. Learn how to sell. And most importantly, learn how to keep going when nothing is working. That's where most people fail. They give up too early. They sell one product, post one video, come up with just one idea, or publish one book. You get the point. And when it doesn't blow up, they quit. But success doesn't come to those who dip their toes in the water. It comes to those who dive headfirst and swim until they reach the shore, even if it takes years. You must be willing to be invisible at first, to be mocked, to be ignored, until one day the world sees the value you created and pays you for it. If you're looking to attract the woman of your dreams, you must know this. Attracting the right woman is not about tricks, manipulation, or surface-level charm. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally pulls the right woman into his life. When you are clear on your mission, disciplined in your habits, and walking with spiritual confidence, women will notice. You won't need to chase. Understand that the right woman is not just a reward for becoming a better man. She's a reflection of your inner state. If you are lost, addicted, and emotionally unstable, you will attract chaos. But if you are grounded, focused, and loving, you will attract peace. The woman you desire is looking for a man who can lead, protect, and provide, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually. Become that man, and you won't have to settle for less. You'll be in a position to choose, not beg. But none of this works without changing your self-image. This is the root, the secret, the engine behind all lasting transformation. You become what you believe you are. If you still see yourself as weak, lazy, or addicted, you will unconsciously act in ways that reinforce that identity. You must rewrite the story. Create a new version of yourself in your mind and act as if you are already him. Wake up and ask, how would the disciplined, successful, powerful version of me behave today? Then do exactly that, even if it feels fake at first. Over time, your brain catches up, your identity shifts, your subconscious starts to align with your new habits. This is how you shift from wishing to becoming. And when your self-concept changes, your results change effortlessly. You no longer force discipline, you embody it. You no longer chase success, you attract it. Understand this, all change begins with habits. Your life is nothing more than the sum of your daily actions. If you want to change your destiny, change your day. Wake up earlier, go for a walk in silence, pray or meditate. Read something that builds your mind. Cut out the noise, porn, junk food, gossip, and anything that lowers your vibration. Replace it with habits that build you. Cold showers, journaling, focused work, exercise, and rest. The first few weeks will be uncomfortable. Your old identity will fight to survive. But if you persist, you'll feel it die. And when it dies, something new is born. A version of you that's stronger, smarter, and unshakable. Financial freedom, achievable, spiritual depth, within reach, physical transformation, yours for the taking. But it all depends on how bad you want it. Not just today, but every day. You must fall in love with the process. Discipline is not punishment. It is power. It is saying no to weakness and yes to your potential. It is realizing that every action is a vote for the man you are becoming. One clean meal, one hard workout, one focused hour of work, one prayer, one representative. Stack those wins every day and watch your life become unrecognizable in 1 year. So if you're at rock bottom, good. That's where solid foundations are built. If you feel like no one understands you, good. That means your journey is unique. If you're tired of being average, tired of being overlooked, tired of feeling powerless, then it's time to rise. Time to cut off the old habits and create a new lifestyle. Time to take semen retention seriously, to control your energy, to build your business, to attract the woman who sees your vision, and to walk as a king, not a beggar. You have the blueprint. You've always had it. The only thing missing was belief. So believe. not in the world's opinion of you, but in the fire that's been waiting inside you all along. That fire can build an empire, love a woman deeply, conquer addictions, and connect with God. That fire is who you are underneath all the noise. Stoke it, protect it, and let it guide you to the life you were meant to live. Because if you give it everything for the next 6 months, if you commit to change your habits, your energy, and your self-image, there will come a day when you'll look in the mirror and finally say, "This is who I was meant to be." And nothing, no opinion, no failure, no obstacle will ever stop you again. If you made it until here, leave a crown emoji in the comments. I'm doing a little experiment, and I want to see how many of you reach the end and are truly willing to finish what they start. And remember, live with honor or die a coward. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and stay strong.